So I'll give you a quick tutorial on spark plug gap. By the way, these were specifically to be gapped at 50 thousandths of an inch. And the torque for that, in case you want to be a real stickler, is 20 foot-pounds. And I didn't have a torque wrench, but I think we're going to be okay. So I'm going to use one of the old plugs. I already got the other ones in. I said, you know what? They're going to say, well, you didn't tell me the plug gap. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of didn't. Stupid camera. All right, so you've got a gapper here. And we're going to look for 50 thousandths of an inch, which is right here. And we're going to, just using the older plug, what not to do. So that gap's will close a little bit. They weren't checked from whoever worked on it before. Okay, so you want to try to achieve a goal of 50 thousandths where you can roll this in, boop, and it should roll over there to 50. And the tips on these spark plugs are really fragile. When you see a tip like that, you don't just take this spark plug gapper, jam it in there, and just start wiggling it till you achieve your gap. If you do that, you have, sorry about my camera, you have severely ruined the spark plug immediately. So what you'd want to do, and by the way, look at my old school gapper right here. It doesn't even have 50 thousandths on it because it's older vehicles, you know, with lesser energetic ignition systems didn't have a big gap like that. 30 thousandths was considered a lot, so it looks like that too. If I can get it up. Yeah. Anyways, so how you would do this is, I just wanted to show you my vintage gapper. You would want to take, and I mean, you can tap in if you need to, but you want to grab the electrode. And I tend to like to use a pair of side cutters because you can get right there and you'd open it up. You'd open that gap up with the side cutters, not wiggling your plug gapper in there. If you do that, you're going to ruin the plug. You could do like older spark plugs like that had just a regular old, you know, normal tip on the end of it. If you're not too careless, you won't, if you get real wonky, you can bust this porcelain. But that little bitty electrode on the end of that tip right there, sorry, is very fragile. And it doesn't take much at all to knock that off of there or ruin it to where you're just useless. So yeah, always be really careful. And like I said, you can tap it back in. That's fine. That won't hurt anything. But you always want to grab it and kind of open it like that. That's how you want to do that. And then you achieve your goal of your gap. Okay, back to the plug thing.